Yes, indeed.
Hello, guys. This is Howie again. The day is over. It's the 29th of January, and I have a bit of an announcement to make. I have officially decided to quit day trading for now. I think probably for the rest of 2019. I'll reevaluate in 2020. But I traded for a few weeks after. Um, uh, there's a video I'll link to here. I've never done that before, but I'll figure out where I had a 50K downswing and recovered most of it. And once I sold that, I sort of got back into the day trading. And while I had mixed results, as you can sort of see by this graph, today was brutal, and mentally I realized that I'm just not ready for the grind. I listed just so I can sort of reflect back on this sometime in the future. I've sort of made a list of reasons that I'm making this choice. So just quickly to go over today, I started off with a pretty much break-even trade. Then I had a decent trade, made 820 on a 40-cent move on weed. This one was fine. I lost 960, and then this one here really hurt. This trade, I went in and I didn't click the right button, so I entered the trade but didn't have a stop loss, and it sold off within about 15 seconds $1. Like, it was really fantastic, and I couldn't get the limit order in, and by the time the stop loss in. By the time I did, it was already like $1. Like, I was in the whole 1500 by the time I got my stop loss in. So anyway, and then from there, these ones are all spewy. These ones are like continuing to try and get in to sort of recover. So I got in at 64.06, stopped out. Got in at 63.77, stopped out. Got in at 63.06, stopped out. Got in at 62.56, stopped out. So 4 consecutive times just trying to get into the weed stock, almost like to angrily get my money back, if you will. And then the last one, the 61.90, I just didn't even put a stop on this one. I just literally was planning on running it to the end of the day. I ended up selling at 62.68. But that's not smart. That's not something I'm proud of. And then this was another little one with like 4 minutes left in the market. I said to myself, oh, I can make a quick 15 cents, 20 cents, and stopped out again. So terrible day. Got stuck 3,500 on the day. Overall, on all of these trades over a 2-week period, I'm up 479 bucks, which is like 0.3%. Not very good. So now I'm going to go through, center myself, go through some of my reasons for switching to swing trading. So feel free to listen or not listen. I'm indifferent. This is, again, primarily for me, just to hold myself accountable. So the first reason to switch to swing trading is I don't want to have to do this every day. I've done it for a couple weeks now. I took a day off, and I don't want to have to make sure I'm up at 8:30 in the morning, make sure I've done all the work to prepare for 9:30 start. I don't want to have to be working till 4 o'clock in the evenings. I don't want to feel like if I take a day where I'm not, like, every day you take off as a day trader, you are essentially losing money in theory. You know, if the market's moving up 10% per year average and you take off, 50 days, 100 days during the trading year, that's money out of your pocket. If you're swing trading, however, a higher percentage of your money is always going to be in play. So I might be swing trading and have a full week where I don't do anything because all of my money's in play. My stop losses are set, my sells are set, and it's just a matter of maybe having a look at them every day, maybe looking at them at the end of day just to check in on them. But I like that idea better. I can do other things with my life. I have some free time, and I'll be able to not worry about it nearly as much. This number 2 reason I'm going to switch to swing trading is going to be emotional stress. Today was a stressful day. I was frustrated at times. Clearly, I was not emotionally connected and not doing things in the best way. And for me, that's important because I want to enjoy my job. I want to feel good about things at the end of every day. And I think with day trading, I haven't got that. I've had a few days where I've had a few big trades. You know, back here, this trade on the 22nd, 1600. This trade on the, like, anything that's over $1,000 win feels good. But I don't know. It's just not, at this time, I'm not really enjoying myself. And the emotional stress of losing, I think, is generally a bigger, more challenging thing to deal with than the emotional positivity of winning. So that's point 2. Point number 3 is overall I feel less confident. I feel like half the time when I'm doing this, it's luck, whether I have the winning trade or if I don't have the winning trade. And while I have felt like I've started to see the points more often to enter the trades, and it feels like it was making sense for me for a while. I mean, this period, say here, January 23rd to the 28th, is I had 2, 3, 6 out of 7 wins. You know, they're not massive wins, but it felt like I sort of knew what I was doing. I was doing all the right things. But I think when I develop my swing trading system or strategy, it will feel like it's more concrete. It'll feel like it's based more on statistics, analysis, and mathematics, and a little bit less on feeling it and emotions and just having hunches, which I feel like a percentage of day trading is. Not all of it, but a percentage. So that's reason number 3. Reason number 4 is a long-term future. I don't want to really day trade as a profession. There's other things I want to do in life, and I think while I don't want to put money in mutual funds and let it sit there, I want to actively manage my money. I also don't want to do this for a living forever, you know. And I think when you start getting into it, it could end up being a slippery slope where it just becomes your profession. So that's reason number 4. I think a timeline would be reason number 5. It would be like, how many hours per day, per week, per month do you have to spend in order to day trade versus swing trade? And I think the answer is much more day trading than swing trading. I think you can get away with, 3-4 hours a week potentially swing trading once you have sort of the system in place. And there might be, like I said, there might be a week or 2 weeks even when you don't do very much because all of your stocks are purchased and it's just a matter of the waiting game. So the next point, which is number 6, I just need better software. I'm finding this TD software for day trading. I messed up several times on my entries because I couldn't get my orders in time. I misclicked and didn't choose to set up. It's happened to me. I would estimate it's probably cost me about $10,000 over the course of this last year. I've just misclicks and mistakes because the software is clunky. It's not loading. I try to sell something that says I don't have the stock, even though I know I do. I choose one cancels another instead of one triggers another. Like, there's just a whole bunch of things. Partly from my perspective, it was my bad, and then partly it's the software. But I've seen much better software out there, and if I am going to get back into day trading, it's not going to be with this software as it currently sits. Maybe they'll have updates by then, but I think I do need to get quicker accessing quick keys and software that you can buy and sell much more simply than with the TD software. And then the final reason, and I got this book. Let me pull it up because it's interesting. When you're day trading, let me find my library. When you're day trading, so it's called Flash Boys by Michael Lewis. And long story short, back in 2007, 2008, a lot of when it sort of was transitioning away from real people in the stock market to computers, there was a lot of money that was being made and scalped by essentially intercepting people's bids and before they submitted them, essentially scooping them up and playing the middleman and getting the bids before it happens. What I would say to this is it doesn't make me terrified, but I don't really like that feeling, even if it's conceptually. And there is a thing about stop losses where, I set a stop loss at $50 and it fills at 49.93 because it spewed 5 or 6 cents down, even though when I was watching it, it looked like it should have filled within 1 or 2 cents. So there have been a few times, even for me, where it feels like there's something going on with my trades. And I think with swing trading, you're going to get more simple moves. You're going to get more. The 1 cent, 2 cent spreads and the 1 cent, 2 cent losses on stop losses aren't going to be as big a deal because you're looking at bigger percentages and bigger numbers. So that's the wrap it up as far as why I'm quitting day trading. And next I'm going to touch on sort of my future plans. So what it's going to look like for me is this. I'm only going to swing trade going forward, at least for 2019. I'm starting to develop my strategy for swing trading. It's not there yet. There's a whole bunch of questions still that remain unanswered. I'm going to continue to work on the biggest winner trade strategy, but I need to determine what my best entry points are, how many days after close of the biggest winning stocks, as well as where my best stop losses are going to be for these. Is it going to be percentage based? Is it going to be based on the average true range? I need to sort of have the data and collect the data and work with the data in order to be able to determine my best entry point, my best stop loss point, and my best exit points. And I also need to determine what percentage of my account I'm going to use per trade. So how many total trades will I have out there at one time? Obviously, the more trades, the more complicated the procedure of keeping track of them. But you also have a little more diversity. So do I pick one stock each day until I'm complete? Or is there some sort of a requirement? Is there a best case scenario for choosing the stocks, and things like that? So overall, I'm excited about this prospect. I think while day trading certainly was interesting and I had its fun moments, I think at this time in my life it's just not for me. And I think I'm going to take the rest of the month of February and just keep track of data and really fine-tune my swing trading philosophy. I'll make some videos as I go. I think I'm gonna certainly I want to keep a record of the decisions I make and the discussions I have, so that once I implement it, I can look back and I can say, am I following the guidelines that I've created for myself? So again, keep myself accountable. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I apologize if you guys are keen on watching day trading. I know it's a little more exciting, and I was enjoying making the videos. Unfortunately, just for my life right now and my lifestyle, it's not going to work. And at the end of the day, this is just about growing my financial situation. It's not about having lots of fun. At this point, it just day trading isn't for me. I'll just leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching.
Yes, indeed.